Tyrese, I think when you got here just to be just this summer, you mentioned how you wanted to kind of adapt and kind of get to the use of how functions everything functions here. How have you kind of been able to see the last few weeks your transition into the squad and obviously your contribution to the squad so far?
I think I adapted really well. I think it's because of the camaraderie with the team, the chemistry. Everyone's open. Here Oscar really opened me with open arms, and I did a lot of like tactical work behind the scenes. Just to understand my role and function. And I think I really adapted well. And I think the playing style of Orlando City, very transitional, direct. I think that suits me a lot. So it wasn't too hard for me to get into the team.
You're going into probably some of the big weeks, probably for your career, both club and national team. Obviously, with the clubs, the team looking to make a deep playoff run, and then on the national team, you're trying to get Trinidad into the World Cup. How do you kind of handle those emotions, knowing that the importance of these upcoming games are the stakes are high this time?
Yeah. Definitely, the stakes are very high. I mean, this is a good problem to have. Things you dream about when you were young. Trying to qualify for World Cup. Playing for my country. Scoring goals for my country. It's crazy. And then even in the club level. Wanting to. This will be my first playoff run. Running to get into like a deep run in the tournament. That would be amazing. But just have to stay focused and be calm and be patient because you never know what could happen. Anything could change in like a blink of an eye. But just have to be focused and stay calm.
You guys are going up against Toronto, your former team. What's it like knowing that this weekend you are going up against a former team, but again the stakes are high. The team needs to win to avoid a wild card game into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean stakes is high. Obviously, this going back to Toronto. I think is a special feeling. That's where my career started. I have full respect for Toronto. Like they really established me and helped me grow. But you want to go there and I want to play as good as I can, whether that be starting or coming off the bench. I just want to show how good I am as a player. I know the fans there really appreciate me. I just want to go to school and then show them I'm a good player, and that's why I came here.
How would you sum up this year for you, just individually? Because obviously you started the season with Toronto, and then you were traded to Orlando, where you're starting to see more consistent minutes. I mean, how would you sum up this year, knowing that you went from probably not being considered to now being a player that's in this lineup consistently?
Yeah, I mean that's how life is. That's how life is. Maybe one time you don't play as much, and then all of a sudden things you got like a fresh start somewhere, and then things change. And my mindset was when I come here, I wanted to play as much minutes as I can, impress as much as I can, and prove a point. And I think that's what I did. And Toronto seeing that now how good I am, effective I am. Playing with a good team. Man, I think this team really helped me, gain more confidence, and I think that comes back to like just believing in yourself, and confidence is a lot in the game of soccer. I think there's a lot of players that are really good, but just lack confidence. And I think that's what you're missing, and that's what you see in my game, and that's what I'm showing, and I'm contributing with Orlando and with my country as well. So that's a good feeling.
Is that a huge difference that you're seeing since being traded? Because obviously Toronto didn't have a great season, and Orlando, on the other hand, is on the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Is that something you kind of notice in regards to?
Yeah, I think I realized that confidence was a big part in my success. I think it really helped me gain momentum going into the end of the season. And also I think the coaching staff here really helped me as well. So big props to the coaching staff here and the players here that always keep pushing me to do great and do better.
I kind of overheard you when you came in. You sat down, and Alex was kind of doing his just running around, and he was kind of teasing you like, "Why aren't you warm?" But just that type of camaraderie that you have with this group. How do you kind of explain that?
Yeah, I think it's special, something special. I think that all the guys here are really down to earth. Everyone's like really family based, culture based, and I think I resonate with that a lot. And it helps me get as much like comfortability as much as I can here, and it makes me feel at home. Plus the weather is nice, just like I'm in Trinidad, so that makes it even better. So I've been really happy. I think I've been smooth sailing so far. I just want to be able to contribute more, even more, and show up in big moments. Like this game on Saturday will be a big moment. For me to show up and to show the fans, this is what I'm here for. Stand up and help the team.
One last question that I have is one of the first things you said when you first spoke to us was, you're staying in a hotel. Uh, where has Tyrese Spicer evolved since then? Or are you still staying in a
No,
hotel?
I'm not staying in a hotel. I'm in Kissimmee. I think it's just like 10 minutes from here, and it's a really nice apartment complex. I think I found a really nice place. I was settled down here, so hopefully, times to come, I'll be there for a good time. A long time from years to come. Yeah.